Oops. We stopped there. I mean, with like, what? How many examples are there of a country that has been isolated from the world economy and then prospered? Like, it doesn't work like that, right? I mean, if you want to make the argument that America should expand its manufacturing, I would agree with that, right? But it would make sense to be a high-tech manufacturing, not the kind of low-tech stuff that's been moved to China in the past few decades. Like, it makes sense to play to your strengths, not to your weaknesses. And also, Fox, like, I mean, with the introduction of tariffs, one possibility is, as you say, production moves back to the US. The other possibility is that more production will move overseas. Because there's less tariffs if all your production is overseas. Because there's tariffs like on all sides. There's tariffs going into the US and there's tariffs coming out of the US too, right? And if the market is bigger outside the US than inside, then you would put the production where the market is, on the market side of the tariffs, which is outside the US. Like, if everybody puts tariffs up, is it cheaper to have factories in the US and exporting outwards, or is it cheaper to have factories outside? I suspect it's cheaper to have factories outside. In which case the tariffs would just completely backfire. Alright, so that's that part. The other branch is gonna be the bespoke branch with the 3 tracks, which we still haven't quite figured out. Actually, let me just look through this. Oh, also we have about 15 minutes left this week. I mean, the plan was to hop across these islands, but that might be a little bit ambitious. We might come over here onto this hill. Huh. Not sure what to do there. But we definitely stay on this side of the ice field. Originally I conceived of this as hopping across those islands, but because there's 3 tracks, it's gonna be super thick. And it might be a little bit too thick for hopping across islands. Also, the stations are actually there and there. I'm not sure. So how have countries managed to invite manufacturing jobs into their countries? It's not by raising tariffs. It's by first lowering trade barriers, then also providing cheap labor. is how they've done it. Right, provide cheap labor and then invite foreign capital investment. But at the same time, the Trump administration is deporting all the cheap labor. They're deporting all the Mexicans. So there's no cheap labor in the US. I mean, not if they actually manage to deport all of them. This is madness. Everything's madness. Guys, everything's crazy. How do we do this? Diagonal out and then ramp down? Wesley says if you want a taste of what the underwater tunnel could look like. First part's kinda done. Alright, let me come have a look. Down a mountain. A sponge. Well, I mean, there's still water in here. Oh no! There's dead dolphins and salmon. Wesley, what have you done to this poor dolphin? I mean, this seems inhumane, is what I want to say. But you know what? It's slowly crawling that way. Oh, the salmon die after a while. Hey, if they get beached for too long, they'll die. Are we just gonna? Oh, it's gonna die. Wesley. This is going on YouTube, by the way. This is good. We're gonna get banned. I'm gonna get banned from YouTube for killing dolphins, Wesley. It's okay, we got a salmon. Alright, so hey, the good part is that the visibility down here is actually kind of good. The bad part is there's not too much to see from this angle. Hey, look at this visibility. It's kind of amazing. There's a little bit of coral there. Too bad not much to have generated. You know, it's pretty, the ceiling's kind of low. I guess we'll be sitting in the cart. Maybe, no, it's probably fine. It's probably fine. And you can see mushrooms in the distance. Oh, and then we get to here. Yeah, I think that we're fine in the cart. Having a bit of a low ceiling probably makes sense. And you can see the mushrooms in the distance. Hey, cool. Wait, why is it so dark sometimes? Oh, you gave me night vision, right? Well, we're not gonna have night vision when we... I guess we need lights in here. Although, aren't we gonna have lights underneath the track? We are, right? So, what if I break this? We're gonna have a row of redstone where the circuit is, right? So like it's gonna be like there. Let me just put some redstone in here. So if we have lights down there, how bright is that on the track? It's gonna be like this, actually. Which might be fine, right? Actually, I think it'll be brighter than this because it'll be air here and instead of water. And also it's all one piece of glass now. We should probably have to support every so often. Then we could have lights here. So it supports every... I mean, you can figure out how often you have the supports. I think the lights will be okay, even with just the glowstone down there. Hey, it looks good. I like it. Redstone. Think about persisters. Alright, good job, Wesley. Well done. And this will be the world's first submerged floating tunnel. You know, they haven't built one. They've been talking about it, never actually built one. So let me go underneath this. There's gonna be a lot of stuff in the circuits. It's pretty big down here is what I'm trying to say. But that's because we want to fit the persisters in here as well. Alright, so what do you want to do now? Keep going? So how have you been... We have like 7 minutes, so it's not that much. Tetris says, does the minecart work with that ceiling height? I think you need one higher or at least half a block high. Really? And then Q says, big advantage of modded Minecraft here, Simon, fully transparent glass. Yeah, no, I would like fully transparent glass. Does the minecart not work like this? Hold on. Let me... Oops. And then let me... Oh, what's going on? Seems fine, Tetris. Unless I'm... Unless it's not fine, I don't... Isn't a... Probably confusing as somehow. Well, I mean... It is, I mean, it is kind of low. But maybe it's okay because it's... Oops, because it's transparent blocks. What if I put it on the stone? It could be that if we're not in creative, we'd suffocate. Like here, if I put it on the stone, it's okay. It kind of works. It's kind of dark though. Let me get out the other side. Oh, when you're swimming fast, your body changes shape. Oh, I see. You're gonna figure out the cross support things. Alright, let me go back to the other track that I'm working on. Oh, does it lag when I... So I've noticed in the... What the... No, fly, dude. I've noticed in the other recordings that when I fly fast, I lag on the video. It's not lagging on OBS, so I can't tell whether this lags in the video or not when I fly fast like this. But apparently it does on YouTube. Looks fine on stream to you, yeah. I mean, it looks fine on my end too. Tetris says, sounds like screen tearing in the file somehow, not too sure about that. There's slight hitching, says Q. Well, I guess I'll find out in the YouTube. And if it does lag, then I don't know what it is, because like it's not showing up in OBS at all. Alright, so I think we take this out. Also, there's like 3 minutes left for today. Like diagonal and then ramp down. I guess I can try to figure out the diagonal for the 3-track section. 1 and 2, and you know, let's go up. Q says it's a CPU bottleneck thing. It can't render fast enough when you fly fast. Yeah, Q. Yeah, but when the like it's not showing on OBS. Usually, if there's a CPU bottleneck, it will say in OBS that your CPU is overloaded. Is what I mean. So like I can't see any signs of it on my computer. This probably... So presumably it's going to be 14, because there's 7 this way. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Presumably. Is how wide that needs to be. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. If we have a triple track here, we don't need any extra junctions down the line. Alright, so triple track means that we can do that and do that. And then in between, we can do that. Except that if we want powered redstone, it's gonna be a wee bit more complicated than this. Anyway, so the 14 is, I think, correct. Alright, I'm gonna end the video for YouTube here. When we come back next week, in the next video, I'll be doing this three trackway out to 5.4 and 5.5, and I guess Wesley will be continuing to build the tunnel next week. Alright, I'm gonna end the video.